Reyna, you had a very good introduction. I like the way that you capture your audience in asking those three, and having them imagine those three words. Now, prior to the beginning of your speech, since you're going to be giving this at a conference where there's going to be a lot of Toastmasters, you have to make sure that one, you have the person that's going to be in charge of your visual aid ready to go. And all that you have to do is look at them, give them some kind of signal. So in the middle of your speech, you don't tell them, Vicente, can you please go to the other slide? Why? Because you lost the connection that you had. You were talking about some serious subject here. And all of a sudden you break the communication line because you want somebody to change the slide. Now what's so important here, if we realize, remember back in when we had the first Speak for a Cure event, where Mr. Posada was missing his slides and his visual aids. You have to make sure that you're not relying so much on those visual aids. You did a very good connection with the audience because you looked back and then you looked at your audience, so you weren't relying too much on them. But you have to make sure that you always have a plan B to your plan A. What if something happens and you don't have your slides? Are you prepared to fill in the voids that those slides are giving you? This is a very important event that you have to make sure that you are ready for. You have to make sure that you're there before. You have to make sure that you talk to the people and give them a signal. That way you don't break the lines of communication. Another thing that's going to make your speech more effective is you need to get rid of those fillers. You have been in Toastmasters already for about 8 months, I'm not, how many?
A year.
A year. So that, that to me breaks the line of communication because you are giving, let that speech run fluidly. Let it run just very smoothly. But you are here and going from slide to slide, but that is very, and for you're going to be with trained Toastmasters, and you have to be aware that you're not pouting your lips, that you're not saying, well, you know. Make sure that you eliminate these fillers from your speech because they're not letting it flow. It's a very important speech that you were giving. And what I liked about it is that you, even with having the slides there, you did connect with your audience. You were able to bring them in to caring about this particular event for this particular cause. And it's such an important cause that you have to make sure that you go the extra mile to make sure that you get your communication across. So good connection with the audience, good communication. You just have to work on those fillers. You need to get rid of them. And you have to make sure that you are prepared, that you always have a plan B to your plan A, and that you signal whoever's helping you there so you don't interrupt in the middle of your speech. So that's about it. You did a good job.